What about the concept, though, of Boris Johnson coming back to office? I mean, for understandable reasons, Penny Mordaunt didn't want to get into it. But how did you feel about that? I mean, you were a Boris Johnson backer for a long time. Could you throttle the prospect of him coming back after everything that's happened?
It's peculiar. When somebody said we're in peculiar times, they really underestimated exactly how peculiar these are. I mean, Boris only left a few months ago, and now he's talking about being back. There are pros and cons with each of the candidates. The pros for Boris are very clearly that he cuts through to the public and he's a phenomenal campaigner. The downsides of it are he's going to face this inquiry right now, which would make it very...
Privileges Committee looking into whether he misled
And the problem is going to be how many of his colleagues are going to decide they won't support him if it gets to a difficult position. And then finally, of course, there's the administration of government, which are issues as whether or not Boris will focus hard on administration. On the Rishi front, quite simply, you've got somebody that's demonstrated he's strong on administration, but the jury's out as whether or not he's a great campaigner. So what you get with this group of people is different facets of things that will help, but whether or not you can bring them all together. Personally, I'd love them all to go and sit in a room somewhere and decide whether or not they could just make a government.